The Nasdaq and the FTSE 100 often react differently because they are built around different types of companies, different sector exposures, and different market drivers. The Nasdaq has a strong weighting towards technology and growth stocks. These businesses are often valued on future earnings potential, innovation, market share, and long-term expansion. That makes the index highly sensitive to interest rates, bond yields, and investor appetite for risk. When interest rates are expected to fall, future earnings can look more attractive in valuation terms. This can support growth stocks because investors may be more willing to pay for earnings that are expected to arrive later. When rates are expected to remain higher for longer, those future earnings are discounted more heavily. That can put pressure on the Nasdaq. Technology shares are also closely linked to investor confidence. In positive market conditions, with strong liquidity and a willingness to take risk, investors may accept higher valuations for companies with long-term growth potential. When sentiment weakens, those same shares can be sold more aggressively, especially if valuations are already stretched. The FTSE 100 has a different profile. It has greater exposure to banks, energy companies, miners, pharmaceutical firms, consumer staples, and large multinational businesses. This gives it a more value-focused and globally exposed character, rather than a purely domestic view of the UK economy. Commodity prices can have a major influence on the FTSE. If oil prices rise, energy companies may benefit. If metals move higher, mining stocks can support the index. Banks can also play an important role, particularly when interest rates are expected to remain elevated, as higher rates can improve lending margins in some conditions. Currency movements matter as well. Many FTSE 100 companies generate a large share of their revenue outside the UK. When the pound weakens, overseas earnings can become more valuable when translated back into sterling. This means the FTSE can sometimes hold up or even rise, while the UK economy itself is under pressure. This is why the Nasdaq and the FTSE can move in different directions on the same day. A fall in bond yields may support the Nasdaq because it helps growth valuations. At the same time, weaker commodity prices, pressure on banking shares, or a stronger pound could weigh on the FTSE. The key point is that an index is not just a number on a screen, it is a basket of companies. The companies inside that basket determine how the index reacts to interest rates, currencies, commodities, earnings expectations, and market sentiment. So, when comparing the Nasdaq with the FTSE 100, the question is not only which market is moving. The better question is what is driving the move, and whether those drivers favour growth stocks, value sectors, commodities, currencies, or defensive global businesses.